Okay, so this is Tamiya Robles from FixMyCreditNow850.com. As many of you know already, I am a credit expert. I fix credit. I do a lot. I help with people get funding for their business. I can remove student loans. I can lower monthly payments. I can do a whole lot, help you get credit cards, create your businesses so like, you have a business to fund, so on and so forth. But today I'm going to share with you guys some free game. This is how to lower your monthly student loan payments. So in case you didn't know, this is how you can do it. Um, a lot of people say, oh, all you got to do is X, Y, and Z. People say that, but then they still struggle with actually doing it. So I'm just doing a quick video. It might not be quick, but I'm doing a video just to show you how to do what's called an income driven repayment and make your monthly payments as low as possible. So in this case right here, we have a student loan for $92,611. So what we're going to do is go to the top to loan repayments, and then you're going to go under income driven repayment or IDR plans. Click on that. And they actually changed this up from before. This looked different. If anyone was on here before, you'll notice that their setup has changed recently, but all the information is still there. So just pay attention if you've done this before. Just pay attention to where they place their items. You don't want to click on the wrong thing. All right. And this whole website, they explain everything perfectly. So, it reduces any confusion. As you can see at the top, it's explaining to you what exactly IDR is. And then right here, how you can apply. So you want to click on apply now. All right, cool. All right. So here it's telling you the steps that you're going to go through. So this is what we're going to do. For reason for income driven repayment plan request, you select your reason. I want to insert an income driven repayment plan. So this is for obviously for people who have never done this before, or your first time doing it. I'm submitting documentation for the annual recertification of my income driven payment. Again, this is self-explanatory. Obviously, you guys went to college, so you should be able to comprehend what that means, but at times you have to submit documentation. I'm submitting documentation early to have my income driven payment recalculated immediately. So this IDR needs to, you do it one time and it lasts for 12 months, and every 12 months you have to do it again. If there's any changes to your income, you may have lost a job, maybe your household increased, decreased, what have you, you can do a brand new IDR where they're doing the calculations over. So that's what they're referring to. I want to change to a different income driven repayment plan. You're going to see this in a few minutes, that there's 4 options to choose from, and we're going to go over each and every option. It looks like you have a loan that is in deferment or forbearance. So in this particular case, this was their situation. Do you want to end your deferment or forbearance as part of this application? Actually, everyone should have this comment right here. You should have that. This is due to the pandemic. That's everybody should have been placed in their student loan should have been placed in deferment or forbearance in most cases. I think I've come across a few people where they did not for whatever reason, but yeah, and if you didn't, all you have to do is call the Department of Education and let them know that you were affected by the pandemic. You want to be placed under the forbearance, and they'll do it. And that's pretty much it. So we're going to pretend that, it's not in forbearance just so I can get to the point and show you guys. It's just a list of questions they ask. Every time you click on something different, you're gonna get different information. It's all gonna switch up. But this is pretty much basic. Um, our records indicate that you are not due to recertify your income until, yeah. So again, also this particular individual, they already did this, but again, we're just using this for the sake of training. So we're gonna click on the first one. And we're gonna act like this is a brand new IDR, income driven repayment plan. You want to enter a new one. They're gonna ask you for your employment. So if you are employed, we're gonna say that we're a family of four and we're making 50, let's say 45,000 a year, currently employed, just as an example. Okay, so, okay, let's go back up. Do you work for a nonprofit organization or government agency? We'll say no. Family size. Okay. How many children, including unborn children? They do calculate unborn children, by the way, which is great. Uh, even if you lose a child, unfortunately, even if you're pregnant, you lost the pregnancy, you can redo your family income and do the IDR and get a new payment. So we'll just say there are two children. Any other dependents? Okay, how many other people, excluding your spouse and children, live with you? So this could be your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, anybody you're taking care of, family member. And in this case, we're just gonna say zero. And marital status, married, single, you can say married. I'm gonna intentionally say married for the sake of this video, and then we're gonna go back and put single just so you guys can see the difference and how you can word things. If placed on the ICR plan, do you want to repay your direct loans jointly with your spouse? We're gonna say no. Okay, so the reason why we're filling this out this way is because our goal here is to get the lowest monthly fees as possible. So if you're filling this out and you're stating that you have access to your spouse's money, then what that means is they to the government, then they feel okay, then we can charge you more because you have access to more money. But if you're trying to lower that, then you want to say no, you don't want to repay with your spouse's income. Okay, so I didn't fill this out. So deferment while student is in school is required. Would you like this loan? That is, do you still want to end it? Yes, I want to end my deferment. Again, this is just for the sake of this training. For those that haven't done it, you won't get that message. Okay, how to provide income information. I'll report my own income. I'll transfer income information from the IRS directly into this application. We recommend this option only if your current income is similar to your most recent tax return. I don't fill this out. I always fill this one out. Hit continue. All right. Did you file jointly with your spouse? The answer is no. Are you separated from your spouse? We'll say no. Are you able to access information about your spouse's income? Again, you want to say no down the board because the more you separate yourself from your spouse's income, then the lower your payments are expected. Monthly payments are going to be adjusted to. IRS income confirmation. Did you file federal income tax for either of the two most recently completed tax years? So, and for this case, I'm going to say yes, but there are some cases you may not have filed for 1 year and then the other you didn't. Just whatever fits your personal tax situation, make sure you put that here. Some people have filed for both years, some people didn't need to for whatever reason, but just answer that accordingly. Has your income significantly decreased since you filed your last federal income tax return? For example, have you lost your job or experienced a drop in income? So again, a lot of the stuff that we apply for, they are suggestive, extremely suggestive. So in this case, if you lost your job, then you want to answer yes. If you got a lesser income, whether you were demoted or you left a job that paid less, what have you, you want to enter yes. When you enter yes in this situation, what's going to happen is again, they're going to consider that when they do the calculations, and you'll see that maybe you started off before the pandemic, you had to pay $500 a month for student loans. Now you're doing this income driven repayment plan and you're not making as much as you were. So now they could potentially drop it to whatever number. So you can say yes. In this case, I'm going to say no. And again, we can always go back and make changes. I'm going to do a couple of examples. Okay, so you guys can see different scenarios so you can see how this would affect you. So provide your income. So you want to put your yearly gross here. And what did I say? We're going to say we're making $45,000 a year with a family of 4. All right. So we're going to hit continue. Yeah, no, there we go. All right, now they're sending you to the page for income driven repayment. It's right here. So what they're going to do here is they're stating that this is how much your loan is. This is the state the person lives in. Adjusted gross income. When you hover over it, if you don't know what an adjusted gross income is, it explains it. Adjusted gross income is an individual or couple's total taxable income minus specific reductions. You can find your adjusted gross income on your most recently filed IRS form 1040, 1040A, 1040 Easy, or by requesting tax return transcripts online and then it gives you the website. All right. So you want to put for the adjusted gross income, you want to enter the number here. Now, for the sake of this video, again, if you don't put anything here, you will not be able to look and see what your options are. So as you can see, you can't click on anything. All right. So we're going to say again, we're going to put the 45,000 and then it should allow us to, after a couple of seconds, it will show us our options. So we're going to look at the options 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 options here. We're going to go through each one. Now, you have the revised pay as you earn. You have the pay as you earn, income-based repayment, IBR for new borrowers, and income contingent repayment, right? So based off of the information that you provided, if you are a public service employee, you get a special type of arrangement here. So if you hover over it like I did just now, it'll explain it. The Public Service Loan Forgiveness, or the PSLF program, forgiveness is the remaining balance on your direct loan after you made 120 qualifying monthly payments under a qualifying repayment plan while working full-time for certain public service employers. Qualifying employers include government organizations and many not-for-profit organizations, so nonprofit organizations. For more information, please visit, and then it gives you a website. So just like there's 5 options here, if you do qualify, you want to click on that, and then it should give you an additional reduction as you can see, the numbers changed, but that's not our case here. So we're going to switch it back. Now, if you click on each one, it will tell you what your payments will be. So with the revised pay as you earn and the pay as you earn. So these two, pay as you earn is self-explanatory. As you're working your monthly payment, you're going to make payments based off of what you earned through over the years. So every time you do an IDR, even though you have to update it every year, they're going to set you up based off of the fact that this information is going to stay exactly the same over the next umpteen years, 10 years, 15 years, so on and so forth, 240 months, right? In this particular situation. Obviously, life does not happen that way. This is why you can change it at any time, and obviously give updated new information once a year if there are any changes annually. But keep that in mind when you go in here into this system. So pay as you earn is when you first make an IDR, fill out an IDR application. The revised pay as you earn is if there are any changes, right? So as you can see, it's telling you that for a student loan of over was it 92,611 over 292 months, you can pay anywhere between $87 a month to $702 a month. So let's open that up. So they're saying starting off your monthly payment will be $87. By the time you finish this loan, your monthly payment will go up to $702. And overall, you're going to be paying $92,611, right? And with no projected loan forgiveness at all. And they're stating that it's going to take you 292 months to complete this. So when I say that I can do a student loan discharge and a student loan forgiveness, this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about a forgiveness. With these IDRs, and I'm sorry, this is one of the ways I could do a forgiveness, but with the IDR, in most cases, if you're picking the right option, you're not going to have to pay the full balance owed, the full amount of the $92,611. You're not going to pay it the whole balance. You're going to pay your goal is to pick a lesser option, a lower monthly fee. And okay, if it is for 240 or 290, 240 months, that's fine, because when you're finished paying, there's going to be a balance left. There's going to be a balance left over. As far as the IDR is concerned, once you complete once you complete your agreement with them, any balance left over is actually forgiven. So that's what this means. This is another way of this is what we mean when we're saying that we can forgive your student loan. Okay, one of the ways. So as you can see, there's a difference in pay. So if you click on pay as you earn, let's click on that. That means your first monthly payment is $87. Your last monthly payment is $497. The total that you're going to pay over 240 months is going to be $61,589 with a balance of $31,022. So that is the amount that's going to be forgiven. So you can look at this. Which deal is better? Which option is better? Which option is cheaper? Which option forgives? This option does not forgive. This starts you off at 87 and you end at 702. This option, you start off at $87 and you end at practically $500 a month. Plus, you have a $31,000 forgiveness. All right. So you want to choose wisely. Now, another option they're giving you is income-based. And I'm sorry, let me go back so I can also explain the difference as pay as you earn. So when you do a pay as you earn, what they're stating is you can, when you work a job, let's say you just started working at the corporate office of Chick-fil-A. I don't know, I'm just making up something. And let's say you're an administrative, you have an administrative position there and you start off at $50,000 a year. So they'll only charge you, they're only expecting you to pay $87, right? Based off whatever income information that we provided. So $87 a month. Over time, over the 240-month time span, what's going to happen is you're going to have to eventually pay the 500 because over time they're expecting you to get an annual increase and raises, correct? So they're saying, okay, you're starting off low, so we're going to start you off low. But every couple of years or every so often, we're going to gradually have you pay more money until this 240 months are over. And then you're going to end up paying $497 a month. With that, you're going to have a balance left over from your original loan of $31,022. All right. So you won't have to pay that. You're going to have to pay that. All right. Cool beans. Now we're going to move on to income-based repayment. As you can see, the numbers are changing. Now let's click on it. Here, income-based repayment. This is not a pay-as-you-earn situation. So what they're doing is they're stating that for the information that we gave them, the monthly payment will be $131 a month starting off. And by the time you finish your 241 months, you're going to have to pay $745, which through 241 months, you're basically paying off your whole loan. There will be no forgiveness here because you paid off. Under this plan, you will have paid off your whole loan. I don't prefer that option. So now we're going to IBR for new borrowers. So again, look at this. These are people that obviously, what is a new borrower's common sense? A person that recently borrowed a loan, completed their completed their education 6 months out. They want to do a student loan forgiveness. Here you go. So they're starting off at $87 a month. They end at $497, and then they pay the $61,589 with forgiveness of $31,000 over 240 months. This option sounds identical to one of the other. I think is the pay as you earn. Yeah, there you go. They're practically identical. All right, and now we have the income contingent repayment, ICR. Again, now, same thing. This is not good. This is not good because they're starting you off at 366. They're ending you at 643. However, you are only paying for 171 months, but you paid your whole loan off and nothing is forgiven. So these are your options. This is how you do the calculations. Here, these are the definitions of what each of them are. What an IBR for new borrowers. For example, we'll read this one. In the table above, 2 rows contain information about the IBR plan. Your loan servicer will determine whether you are eligible for IBR with terms and conditions that are available to new borrowers, or whether you are eligible for IBR with terms and conditions that are available for all other borrowers. So then you have projected loan forgiveness. I'm not going to read all of this, but when you get on here, you can definitely read this for yourself. Okay. And then when you scroll down here, again, it's self-explanatory repayment plan selection. So you just pick which one. So this is telling you which what your options would be if you made 45,000 with a family of four. These are your options, and you choose one. Still here. Then you choose one, and then you go down here and so we'll say IBR for new borrowers. We'll go down here. Okay, where am I at? We're missing IBF. Let me see. Let me see IBR. Let's do pay as you earn because I don't see that. All right, so then when you move forward, it's going to continue on with the application. So we're going to move on, but we're also, like I said, we're going to do multiple examples. So just sticking to making the necessary adjustments that will make a difference in your monthly payments. We're going to go backwards here. All right, and we're going to change our income. We're going to change our income and our family structure, just so you guys can see. So let me go back one more step. Now we're going to say that we're single with children or children and dependents. Same thing with 45. We'll say we made 45,000 a year. Or no, we can say, let's say we make, let's say we keep it at 45,000. So you want to enter a new income-driven plan. Yes, I want my deferment. You want to stop it. Do you work for a nonprofit? No. So let's say I have 3 children, no other dependents, single. All right, and then we can continue. Let's move forward. Okay. Actually, I don't think that's stuck. Hold on, let me make sure that's stuck here. Okay, it did. I always like to double check my work. Okay. You're going to report your own income. Did you file federal tax? We're going to keep this the same. 45,000. I'm going to stick with that. All right, now they're showing us the options. Now look how the numbers have dropped again. Now we're single. Now we have one more child. All right, so let's see what the options are now. So our pay as you earn revised, they're saying we can pay $28 a month. And the last month, excuse me, by the time we get to the last payment of the last month of the loan, we're going to be paying $598 a month for a total of $671 paid out with almost 18,000 forgiven over the course of 300 months. Okay, pay as you earn, same thing, 28 starting off, ending at 404. You really can't beat that. Okay, and you pay 43 and 48 is forgiven over 240 months. Now we have the IDR. Look at that. You're paying the whole balance with the IDR, income-based repayment. Right. And then IBR for new borrowers. Okay. It seems like the better choice, actually. I like it. And here, income contingent. I've never liked income contingent, but I understand. I do get its benefits. It's like you're trying to quickly pay this off in a shorter amount of time. But if you're trying to lower your monthly, depending on what it was prior to you doing the IDR, this would be a good deal if it's less, if these numbers were lower. Other than that, I like to just keep it as low as possible. I know 185 months is less than 240, but I mean, you have to make a decision on what's best for you. But these are how these options. This is what you need to do to get a lower amount. Now, who does this definitely help? This helps for those clients that are trying to, it helps everybody that's trying to get a lower amount, obviously. But another group of people it helps are people that have high student loan monthly payments that needs to be made, and they're trying to purchase a home. And the lender is like, well, your monthly is too high. If you can lower it, get it as low as possible, this is how you do it. This is what you do. If you're not already on an IDR or income driven base repayment plan, this is how you do it. It's really simple. All right. If you guys need help or if you don't want to take the time out to do this yourself, that's fine. You can give me a phone call. You can reach out to me. Go on my website, schedule a free consultation at fixmycreditnow850.com. You can shoot me an email at fixmycreditnow850@yahoo.com. You could definitely check me out on any of my Facebook groups. The main one that I am most active on is Credit and First Time Home Buyers Club. If you want to give me a call, you definitely can do that. My phone number is 267-536-9296. And I look forward to speaking with you guys, and good luck. Bye-bye.